Gotham City. It's a hard city, and hard cities make for hard people. David Tipper Coates. He's been living on the streets for almost 14 months. He ran away from an abusive environment. He was thick-skinned when he landed on the pavement in Gotham, and it's only made him tougher. He's seen a lot. He's seen beatings, drug use, sex of all kinds. He's seen a few deaths. Very little would surprise him. But if he could get the full view of the goings-on just 5 stories above him, he would indeed be surprised. Tired? He likes to talk. It's not ego. It's distraction. Fight smart. He came ready. That's no ordinary blade. It cut through the belt. It's cut through the body armor. Smart and ready. This is over. No, not nearly. Look at you. I guess we should keep it even. Oh, God. 5 weeks earlier, Wayne Manor. This is a house that has long sat in shadow. It is a place of near constant mourning, proverbial mirrors draped in pitch-black cloth. But due to recent events, I would say that this abode is steeped in a darkness we will not soon escape. Ties have been severed, familial ties. The myth seems more like a man, and death has visited this house again. He talks of another lost soldier. He talks of battlefields. He talks of a war. He does not allow himself to see it for what it is, a loss of someone he cares for, another blow to an already very battered heart. It is not my place to shed light on this. I serve him best by serving. And I recognize the deep-needed desire to move forward. Sir, Lucius Fox has been trying to contact you. It regards Wayne Industries. Get rid of him. I have attempted to do that, sir. He's been quite persistent. Tell him I'm out. Tell him you think I'm with the Russian tennis player I'm supposedly seeing. I tried that, sir. He tracked her down. Apparently she's in Miami with a professional hockey player. Alfred, just... Sir, he's in the foyer. He's here. He's not leaving until he speaks to you. I believe it is a matter of some importance. Otherwise... How did this happen? How does this ever happen, Bruce? They had a ton of money, and they knew what they wanted. They're a small German holding company. I'm told it's made up of several heavy hitters from the European tech industry. They were careful. They bought out scores of small stockholders in the Cord Corporation, all within 48 hours. None of it came up on our radar. As of 10 hours ago, Cord, Wayne Industries' research and development branch, was the target of a hostile takeover. $526 million later, and they own it. You have been removed from the board of directors. Bruce, this completely wipes out Wayne Industries' R&D division. It is most unfortunate, sir, but if your concerns are the continued advancement in your personal armory, I would think that we still can manage with what we have up to this date. You still have many fine toys, sir. I carry a high-potency mace that leaves no permanent damage. A topical nerve toxin that presents a facade of death. Any number of precision guidance systems, short-range explosives, and chemical bombs. Tons more. Ignoring the fact that I will no longer have access to any further tech advancement aside from the ones I find the time to create. It means that everything I've ever used will, at best, be available in the public sector, or at worst, sold to any number of psychotics, government, mercenary, or terrorist. Well, that is a very glass-half-empty view. I'm going out. Of course, sir. I'm sure that the air will do you some good. The hell you say? You didn't set this up? Then who did? This is bull, man. Whose party is this? I thought it was you East Side mothers. You already rode over for the Black Mask, and I figured you were going to ask us in. If you've got any sense about you, you'll throw in with the mask. He's got the city in his pocket. You can get fat or you can get dead. So you set up this meet? Nah, I thought it was Chi-Chi. Wasn't my meet. The hell with this. I'm gone. You brain donors want to sit around and... It's my meeting. I invited you. What is this damn... You want to die? There are easier ways to kill yourself. Yeah, like yelling at the guy who's holding the AK-47. Listen to me, you drug-peddling dirtbags. You 8 are the most prosperous street dealers in town. I am offering you a deal. I will be running the drug trade from now on. You will go about your business as usual. You will kick up 40% to me. That is a much better deal than the Black Mask will give you. In return, you will have total protection from both the Black Mask and Batman. The catch? You stay away from kids and schoolyards. No dealing to children, got it? If you do, you're dead. Okay, crazy man, this is all very generous, but why in the shit should we listen to you? Damn! Inside the duffel bag are the heads of all your lieutenants. That took me 2 hours. You want to see what I can get done in a whole evening? Make no mistake, I'm not asking you to kick in with me. I'm telling you. 40% works for me. Damn, Skippy. Gotham's meatpacking district. Nobody's talking, but I hear someone's making a move on the drug trade. The Black Mask, Gotham City's new crime lord. I heard. It's just the street stuff. It's not worth my time. Still, where there's smoke, there's fire. No. Where there's fire, there's fire. And at the moment, I have all the gasoline. If some idiot wants to pick up the parking meter change by running the corners, I've got no problem with that. Let them dart around the bases for a while. Then, if they're actually doing a halfway decent job, we'll either fold them in or kill them. Depends on my mood. I really prefer burning a whole house down rather than trying to root out a few rats. It's extreme, but, you know, I'm not a very nice person. Okay, we can table this for a while. Tell me again, why are we here? Recruitment. Good day, sir. So glad you agreed to see me. What do you want? To offer you a job. It pays very well, and you get to murder lots of people. What do you say, Mr. Freeze? Money's nice. What's the body count? Deep. I'm going to need something to wear. Gotham. Information travels on many routes. Sometimes it comes in predictably, like the tide. You just need to know when to stand on the shore to meet it. Other times, it's elusive, and you have to root through the garbage to find it. In the last few years, I'd come to rely on Oracle, Barbara Gordon. We all did. Utilizing every known form of surveillance equipment, she has been the eyes and the ears for the goings-on in not just Gotham, but many of our sister cities. Those days are over. I can't rely on anyone anymore. Hey! Nightwing, Dick Grayson, the very first boy wonder. Warm night. Yes, unseasonably so. This time of year it makes them careless. Comfort makes them careless. I don't know what's worse, the fact that we're making small talk about the weather, or the fact that you could turn it on a dime into crime fighting. What are you doing here? Checking up on me? That's exactly what I'm doing here. In light of recent events, I thought it wouldn't hurt for me to stay close to home. And with my leg still healing up, Blüdhaven was your home. New York is where you work with the outsiders. How does Gotham enter into it? It's good to see you, too. I'm working a case. If you want to stay, I won't stop you. The warmth is overwhelming, unseasonably so. Good God, he made a joke. Be quiet. Yes, sir. The Hanover Tower. This isn't durable enough. It is, I promise you. Mr. Freeze, it feels thin, weak. Your previous armor, though a scientific marvel, was composed of alloys that were, shall we say, somewhat outdated. The suit I am presently fashioning is state-of-the-art. It is nearly impervious, and although it feels as you described, thin, it is merely lightweight. You will have to learn that brawn does not necessarily connote potency. Is that what I have to learn? Again, I have to ask, is this wise? The Black Mask, the new head of Gotham's underworld. If you mean the shipment, yes, it's brilliant. If you mean Mr. Freeze... Yes, I mean Freeze. I understand your position, David. Put simply, I'd rather have Freeze in our tent blasting out than the other way around. Yes, well, Freeze tends to blast out of the tent, in the tent, on himself and on anyone within range. I'm not thrilled about employing psychotics. When in Rome. By the way, I've gotten some more dirt on this new player. Yes, he's calling himself the Red Hood. Very nostalgic. Are you worried? No, that's what I have you for. And besides, I'm slightly ahead of your intel. What do you mean? Sirs, I'm sorry, but we seem to have a problem with Mr. Freeze. What now? He's killed another lab tech. Spunky, I like that. Get him another lab tech. This won't end well. Of course not. He's a problem, but he's not our problem, capiche? I like to keep the lights on. That way I can always see who's at the table. That way there are never any surprises. Keep it moving. We're late as it is. We're armed to the teeth, man. Anybody comes within 100 feet and it'll be the last thing they ever do. Yeah, big talk. Hell yes, big talk. Big gun, big bat. Hey! You're all too loud and too stupid. The word was something big was coming in. That's all we could get. It was big. Most times it really doesn't matter. I don't care about the what. It's just the when. And tonight... it's also about the company I keep. These are some nice guns, fellas. It's different with him out here. You get these at some high-tech gun show or off the internet. I think about when he was younger. When I was younger. It was a different time. Simpler. And I miss it. I miss those days. For that, it's hard to be around him. These boys were dressed for a small war. Do you recognize these? Their DEO, stolen 3 weeks ago. Heavy arms. Someone values the cargo. The lids are clean of explosives. Great. What do you guess? Arms, drugs, tech? I'm betting arms. Probably, but the casings don't match up. Well, maybe we're in for a... surprise. What is that? Just what it looks like. Those are boomerangs from Captain Boomerang. A few of Freeze's guns. Those bombs are jokers. Admittedly, it's all very lethal stuff, but do you think someone was more interested in their novelty? Like a collector? Maybe. Well, it looks like you've got yourself a few new trophies for the cave. I'd never... ah, hell. Move! You okay? Fine. There, on the roof. Go. You know him? No, and at the moment I don't care. Just get him. He's quick, not just fast, agile. He's not thinking about his next move. He's just making it. He's been trained well. And there's something about his motions. Something familiar. That was interesting. He cut the line before it went taut. That would have to have been practiced. Either that or just plain dumb luck. But no, it's not luck. Impressive. Nothing we haven't seen before. Or done before. Got that right. That hurt. Stay sharp. Oh boy. Stay sharp. We heard the shipment coming was delivering something big. I didn't think weapons from rogue villains would be considered as such. This is big. It is called Amazo. It is a highly advanced android equipped with specific absorption cells. It acquired and possesses the abilities and powers of 7 members of the Justice League. Its primary function is to destroy the Justice League. I guess I will just have to settle for you two. Stay sharp. All I'm trying to do is clarify the nature of our relationship. I think you're under the wrong impression. I don't work for you, Black Mask. I never said you did. Maybe I misunderstood. Honestly, Freeze, I don't see you as a work-for-hire guy. I consider our endeavors to be a form of partnership. Don't patronize me. He wasn't. He was being professional. That's all we're asking of you. I get it. You're unpredictable. I can work with that. As long as we're clear. As crystal. So, what's first? We had a particular shipment come in. I want to make sure that it gets to us in a timely fashion. I was just coming to tell you about that. No one's called in to confirm the arrival. I think we may already have a problem. Damn it! There's some awfully important cargo that I would prefer not go missing. Like what? This is Amazo, a highly advanced android that possesses the abilities and powers of 7 members of the Justice League. In short, a whole lot of trouble. You are easily outmatched. I will end this quickly. By the time I think this is bad, he's already airborne and on the attack. Even after all these years, I'm still amazed by him. You will have to do better than that. I did. Will that do any good? It'll slow it down. Despite having Flash's abilities, it won't be able to support its massive weight on that leg at elevated speeds. It's an older model, or maybe a prototype. There are no signs of Plastic Man. And it's also stripped down. No golden lasso or Green Lantern ring. We got lucky, Nightwing. Yeah, that's how I feel. Lucky. You avoid the inevitable. Move. No time to... You are merely a human being, flesh and bone. Your struggle is pointless. You're pretty cocky for a power-sucking microwave. Professor Ivo created Amazo with a human model in mind. His functionality mimics that of a human being. His weaknesses are located at the same points. Got it. Hold still. This might sting a bit. I didn't get deep enough to nail his brain pan, but it seems to have affected whatever gyros are implanted in his inner ears. That'll keep him out of the air. It's a start. We can't... Seem to have gotten him a little angry. Batman's silence is something I never got used to. In life, it was hard enough. But in work, he's never one to trash talk or take a dig at an opponent. It's just not in him. It's probably why, as a kid, as Robin, I could never shut up. Superman's heat vision, that's cute. He never told me to be quiet. Not really. As I thought back upon it later, I always figured he didn't mind. It must be frustrating just playing cover tunes with heroes' powers, huh? I am not a creature of ego. Or was he using it as a distraction? Unlike you and your other costumed soldiers, I am driven by a single purpose. To destroy... Because he is always about finding the next move. He's always about ending the fight. Obstructing my vision with putty will hardly impede my blasts, Batman. No, but firing heat vision through plastic explosives will. That was pretty slick. We seem to have slowed him up a bit. A bit, but we've certainly evened the odds. Get ready. Now silence takes us both. I understand this now, and I understood it then. There's a time for talk, and there's a time for action. And there's those times when Batman is ready to play his final card. In this case, it was biding our time until he could get the Batmobile here by remote. Every trick we pulled was just a stall. We were waiting for the car. Most times, it takes a machine to take down a machine. Do you think that took him out? If not, he'd be swimming to us at 80 knots under Aquaman's abilities. Yeah, I guess he's not coming up. But we're going to search every drop of this water to be sure? Of course. Sure. So, any clue who might be buying all sorts of high-priced ticket items like villain weaponry and a killer android? Not yet. But the night's young. I don't give a damn about that. Not tonight. Someone blew up the entire shipment, and I want to know. Yes, Amazo was intact, but some shit activated him. No, I had every intention of activating him, but not tonight, and not so Batman could drop him into Gotham Harbor. What? That bad penny I've been telling you about. Yeah. He's on the phone. He says that he's got something that belongs to you. Hello. Do you prefer I call you Black Mask? Mr. Mask? Blackie? Just talk. I'm listening. But when I say I'm listening, I'm also thinking about killing you. That's really not a great way to begin our relationship. Yeah, well, I have anger management issues. I abate the urge by murdering people who annoy me. Did you fry my shipment? Some of it walked away. I heard. I take it you took something. I did. I think it's the top shelf item. Son of a... Which crate is it? I don't have the manifest number, but I can tell you, the box is filled with over 100 pounds of kryptonite. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. For centuries, gold has been the standard bearer for value. It was built upon its rareness, as well as its intrinsic beauty. Its allure is not a necessary debate, but its rareness can be called into question. Diamonds, while not considered a form of conventional currency, have always been considered not only as a source of riches, but carry an air of status. They are also said to be rare, but with diamond mines all over the globe, choked with underpaid workers hauling out the raw stones by the cartful, diamond scarcity is also untrue. Man-made material has ultimately become the most valuable, the raw material that has been altered for weapons usage. Big weapons. The last weapons humankind will use, if we're ever dumb enough to use them. But of it all, there is one substance that holds a value that can't be measured. Its origin being outer space, it is not only rare, but it has little application. Its near uselessness adds to its mystique as much as its scarcity. It comes from a different planet. It is among the last few remnants of a dead world, and its existence isn't common knowledge. Unlike another remnant from that same planet, buyers from all over the world would pay a king's ransom to possess even a small amount, whether for status or bragging rights, but more likely protection. Many would love to keep Superman at arm's length. It's kryptonite. Where? Here. You sure? There usually isn't a lot of that lying around. It's a radiation trail. It's strong. Too strong for the amount of time that's passed since it occupied this space. So, I guess that means there was a good amount of it sitting here. No, it means that there was over 100 pounds. The Red Hood, the new face in Gotham's underworld. I heard you the first time. You keep saying that it's yours, but I should remind you that I don't care. I see. The Black Mask, the new head of Gotham's underworld. I suppose there's just no persuading you to give it back. Your definition of persuasion being what? For one, I don't kill you. For two, I don't kill you. 3, you can have a job. Work for me. You have to be kidding. Shut up. I don't want to work for you. What do you want? A tremendous amount of money. How much? $50 million. 50? What, you trying to budget a movie? Liquid 50? Is he insane? No, the insane ones would make a suit of the rock and march into Metropolis and play King of the Mountain. This one knows what he's doing. Believe it or not, I don't have that kind of cash lying around. Do a wire transfer. We can't. That kind of traffic will send up too many red flags. I can do 4 million cash today. You get a transfer of 10. I'm sure I can get buyers to meet my price. I'm sure there are hippos who can paint houses, but I ain't seen one. Deal. I'll call in an hour with a location. You aren't seriously considering paying him for Lee. Will you please shut the hell up? I swear to God, it's like trying to run a criminal organization with my mother. You hear all that? I did. Good. I need you to run an errand. I don't run errands for you. I know. I was being sarcastic. I won't make that mistake again. I'd really like you to go kill this guy and get me my kryptonite. Can you swing that? I can swing that. Lovely. What a day. I woke up in such a great mood. This is pretty slow going. I know. Despite the strength of the signal, it fades in and out. We could probably get better coverage if we track from several points. Let's get, Yes. Never mind. You were going to say Oracle. That we should herald Oracle, who could help us triangulate the signal through satellite hookups. Yeah, we obviously don't have that option. We came to rely on her far too much. I guess we don't have to worry about that anymore. No, we won't. There's the radiation trail again. Hi-ho, Silver. Is this the best way to do this? Shut up. I'm just saying that we're not exactly coming in stealthy. We're kind of exposed. Then I guess you might all get killed. They aren't the only ones. I really didn't expect to see you here, Freeze. It's interesting. It doesn't change a thing, but it does make it, well, more interesting. We have your money. Give us the kryptonite, and we'll complete the wire transfer. That's cute. We're all going through the motions. Tell me, is that actually 4 million? Or just the top layer is cash and the rest is Chinese newspaper underneath? It's actually 6 inches of the Gotham Guardian. Man, shut up! Be quiet, you idiot. This doesn't concern you. Keep shooting until he's dead. That sounds like a plan. I have another. Oh, should have punctured your armor. You've made some upgrades. Let's really take your new duds for a test drive. Congratulations. You actually succeeded in making me angry. You're not the only one. Nice to see you again. We'll be taking the kryptonite off your hands. You can have it. I got what I came for. And what's that? The lay of the land. Good seeing you all again. Slick. Freeze has more firepower than before. The Red Hood split as well. He's very good. Yes, he's very good. Epilogue. It didn't take long to find him, and he had a lot of business to take care of before allowing himself this moment. But now, it felt right. Reunions are a funny thing. Who's there? This one is particularly funny. Tell me who you are, or I'll kill you. You think I'm kidding? No, I'd never think that. Tell me, how does that feel?
What are we doing on Miller Avenue?
Driving.
I thought I said we'd take the side streets. I don't like tooling around with all this junk. Not through this borough.
$250,000 is what this junk is supposed to be worth.
And if we get pinched, it's a federal beef.
You're squirming like a girl over cops?
No, you know what I'm squirming about. What's it been? Like 5 deliveries got hit in the last 2 weeks?
We'll be fine. This was so last minute, it's not like anyone could even know.
He hit us again.
Son of a... Are you sure it's him?
Yes, took out a shipment of 10-11 taser rifles.
I don't even know what those are.
Guns. Rather expensive high-tech guns. He blew up the truck.
Damn it! Sent Jacob and Ryan down to the scene. I want some eyeballs I can trust to look it over.
I already sent them. That was an hour ago, and I haven't been able to reach them.
Are you telling me they're dead?
I'm telling you that I sent 2 of your better men to take a simple look at a crime scene, and now they're missing.
This is getting annoying.
He started with the low-end drug trade. Then there was that bit with the kryptonite. Now, well, he's not even stealing. He's destroying goods.
Yeah, sends quite the message.
What do you want to do?
I want to scorch the earth, dig up his ashes, and send them into outer space. But that would be stupid.
Why is that?
Because he's not just my problem, and I'd rather have someone else throw out our garbage.
Elsewhere. It's sealed. You can see that.
Yes, I see that.
Zatanna, wielder of the mystical arts, physically sealed for what looks like years, and it shows no evidence of having any mystical properties around it to suggest it's been altered.
So you say.
So I say. I know. You sealed them all up. There aren't any left. Tell me why you've dragged me out here to look at one of Ra's al Ghul's Lazarus Pits.
Ra's al Ghul spent centuries rejuvenating himself, lengthening his lifespan by immersing himself in these baths.
Right, until you destroyed them all.
I didn't seal this one. I wanted to see it.
And why am I here?
Can the Lazarus Pit raise the dead?
No, it rejuvenates the living.
Is that a theory, or is it a fact?
I guess it's a fact, but, well, it's what I've always heard.
Then it's a theory.
I still don't know why you needed me here.
I needed someone I could trust, but I had to settle for you.
This can't be good. There are many ways to raise the dead. Jason Blood, occult expert, alter ego to Etrigan, the demon. None of them are particularly good. The simplest is the Nightwalkers, commonly known as zombies. They live, but not well. It's not like you'd want to have dinner with any of them.
But there are more difficult ways, with better results.
Yes, several, but they require meticulous planning, years of practice, years to execute. And in almost every case, it would require the Razor to have access to the deceased shortly after his or her death. But there are flukes. Just look at your friend Green Arrow. He was dead and buried for years. Back in Gotham.
It feels light.
It's not light. And quit moaning, man. This ain't a buy. Just take it to the man.
He doesn't want product. He just wants his cut.
Well, I can't move this weight. I don't want to move this weight.
The man says you should move up in the world, expand your horizons.
Look, this is all way too much action for me. Truth. Dude scares me. I'm out.
Man, you don't get to make that call. This isn't some damn Little Leaguer game. You're out only when the man says you're out.
I've got a better idea. Onyx, former assassin turned hero, and the only other crime fighter that Batman will allow in all of Gotham, besides Catwoman. You idiots hand over the drugs, and I'll just kick your butts a little bit.
Who's that? Who cares? Take her.
No harm in trying. I haven't seen you guys around here before. New to the neighborhood.
Yeah, maybe you could show us all the hot spots.
Maybe another time. At the moment, I just want to know who you're working for.
Ah, you're breaking my damn arm, you lousy bah!
Come on, do you want me to dislocate your shoulder? Just tell me, are you local or are you working for Black Mask?
Get to hell, please. He'll kill me. I don't want. Okay, it's the hood, the red hood.
Who? Star City, Not the sprawling cosmopolitan city that is Metropolis, or the dark province that is Gotham. But it's not without its charms.
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
Or heroes.
You were there when I came back. You know what happened. I was dead, and then I came back.
I know. Still.
Still what? You know it all. You remember the broad strokes. I died. There was heaven, or a version of it. Hal gave his gift to me, then my decision to return.
You weren't involved with any aspect of the occult before you died, were you? Prepared for death?
Prepared? No, I was blown up on a plane. I didn't exactly have time to pack a lunch. What, did you think I kept something from you?
Why would I think that? Haven't you always been truthful with me?
What's going on with you? Why do you care about how I came back from the grave after all this time?
Never mind. I shouldn't have bothered you.
Oh, have I hurt your feelings?
No, I think we both know that you haven't. I just don't know where it comes from, Oliver.
Where what comes from?
This anger you have towards me. I know it can't be anything I've done to you. You're not that shallow. So it must be something you've done to me. I'm tired of sparring with you.
I'm sorry. Communique, e-signal, Onyx.
What is it, Onyx?
I'm onto something, or rather, someone. I think there's a new player in town running the small-time drug trade.
Yes, the Red Hood. Have you seen him?
Oh, no. I just rousted a few small-time guys who sling trade on the corners near 18th Avenue. They gave him up.
I know those men. I was keeping them there. One was an informant.
Oh.
Have you seen the Red Hood? You have any leads to him directly?
No.
I gave you this emergency frequency for just that. Emergencies. If you have a location of the Red Hood, contact me.
I thought he'd... Hello? Hello? Son of a... Fine, big man. You don't want my help. You won't get it.
I'm fed up with this garbage. We threw in with Black Mask. You say that like we had a choice. Either way, we answer to Black Mask, right? We kick up a cut of everything we bring in, and in return, this Red Hood psycho keeps icing our guys. This is what I'm talking about.
Nathan, so what do you want to do?
Make a deal with the Red Hood? I had these 5 runners who worked Killington Avenue over by the high school. These weren't big-shot gangsters. These were morons who ran some nickel-and-dime drugs. Dumb, but decent earners. They were found decapitated last week. No, I don't want to make a deal with this maniac. If the mask won't take him out, we should.
Those morons, runners, earners of his, were selling drugs to 12-year-olds. Hi, I thought I felt my ears burning. Gotham City, it is a world unto itself, a corner where light sometimes seems afraid to shine. Recent events have seen it fallen into an even deeper shadow, and with a black heart manning its helm. But the Cerberus who guards it will never yield. Despite that fact, uncertainty weighs heavy upon him. He senses great unrest. But its presence radiates with familiarity. If he would ever speak of it, he would say that he feels as though his past has come back to haunt him. But to be haunted, you need a ghost, and ghosts come from the dead. And this isn't about the dead, but of one who seems to be among the living. The Red Hood. Very astute. What was your first clue? Onyx, right? You're the last mask and cape the big guy has allowed to stay in town, huh? Don't move. Stay right where you are. Why? You gonna take my picture? So, what have I missed? Besides the fact that these boys would love to have my head on a pike. Mostly, they want to know why the Black Mask hasn't taken you out himself. Well, I guess that tells us I'm either lucky or very good. Either way, I seem to have made myself an enemy of all the bad guys. Have you got it all? Chill, almost there. I'm dropping in the worm. It'll eat through the entire mainframe by morning. Do we have everything? This'll cover all of it. We've got the hard drives, and they won't have spit. Now, take the place apart. Don't move. You scratch yourself, man, and I'm gonna unload on your... I had him. I never had a doubt. You come to Metropolis and have to stop a burglary.
You should have called ahead. I would have gotten you theater tickets. I came to talk. Really? Because I was serious about the theater tickets. I really need to talk. Okay, let's talk. The dude on the left, that's Marlon Stone. He's running what's left of the East Side traffic. Next to him, that's Jay Carano. He's mostly a distribution guy. He prefers being street muscle, but I don't think the Black Mask likes him as a soldier. He's got too much of a temper. And that last piece of garbage is Teddy Reese. He started out as a pimp, then moved on to a kitty porn ring before he fell in love with narcotics. You seem pretty well dialed in. I'd say it was because I keep my ear to the ground, but these goons make more noise than a rhino at the ballet. All you have to do is pay attention. So, you want to take these guys down? What? I'm going to hop down there and kick 9 kinds of hell out of this small gaggle of dirtbags. You can watch, or you can join me. It's up to you. Why the hell not? Metropolis. Was I not being clear? No, you are. I'm not sure what you mean. I just need to know. You do know. You were there. What else is there? I wouldn't lie to you. I know. I just need more. About when I died? Yes. Bruce, you know as well as anyone that after I fought Doomsday, I wasn't exactly dead. I was in a state that mirrored death. We actually don't know that. It's just what we told ourselves to make sense of it all. It was easier to fall back on that than admit the harder truth. Being what? That it has nothing to do with science or logic. You were dead, and you came back to life. I don't agree, but even still, we've seen it before. Metamorpho, Green Arrow, Hal Jordan. It's not science. It has been for me. I've always had answers, the facts. For every one of them we lost, whether they thought it was about heaven or God or even magic. Magic, mysticism, is just another realm's science. I know that. But now... Bruce, what is this about? I don't exactly know. I thought you said you took out the dudes covering the door. I did. I must have missed a few around back. You think? Try and stay airborne. They'll never get a good shot off. Good. Keep moving. You seem to be enjoying yourself. Sure, when I'm righting wrongs, I'm all smiles. Make for the door. I'm gone. Right behind you. I've got our exit. Not exactly the heroic move to turn tail and run, but what's that saying about living to fight another day? Oh, I think we'll do just fine today. No, stop! What the hell are you doing? What do you think I'm doing? What do you think this is all about? We were going to rough these guys up and teach them a lesson? What kind of planet Earth, baby? These dead sacks of meat on the floor made their living by beating, raping, and devouring. Fear isn't the answer. I'm not letting you out of here. That's really not up to you. Then you're in for a surprise. I'm not the only one. I don't know if it's my speed or the sharpness of the blade, but most don't even feel it go in. Oh my God. You want to guess who's not getting out of here? The armor has to be light enough to move, to fight, but strong enough to protect. Alfred, I can't triangulate the tracer from the plane. I'm sorry, sir, but Onyx's signal isn't coming up on any... oh, wait. Sir, but sometimes, a great many times, it's not strong enough. Her signal appears to be jammed. It wasn't strong enough for Barbara, who has to fight from her chair. Crack it. Find her now. It wasn't strong enough for Stephanie, another dead soldier, another grave. And it wasn't strong enough for Jason. Willful Jason, who ignored danger, who spat at risk, who was never frightened enough. I've always wondered. Always. Was he scared at the end? Was he praying I'd come save him? And in those last moments when he knew that I wouldn't, did he hate me for it? That looks like it's gotta hurt. Well, I say that like I'm speculating or something. I know it hurts. The Red Hood, a new force in Gotham. Onyx, one-time assassin turned crime fighter. That's his knife in her shoulder.
It wasn't an accident that I went for the shoulder. I saw you favoring one side. You had a shoulder injury not too long ago. Maybe you came back too soon. Stop struggling. That knife isn't coming out of that wall, not at the angle you're at. Son of a... Hey, it's going to be hard to learn a great many things about me, but one I'll give you for free. I am no one's son. Choice time. I can pull that knife out and you run away as fast as you can. Or I can pull that blade down all the way from your shoulder to your hip. It'll hurt like fire for about 15 seconds. Then you'll be dead from blood loss. Or you can join me in my fight. I'm kidding. Don't you hate it when guys say garbage like that? It always seemed like such a wuss move, you know? If you want a partner, go find one. Put him on the payroll. Anyway. Here, this'll hold you. That's a fairly high-end field dressing for the modern soldier. It adheres as well as closes the wound with an antibacterial adhesive agent. Stops the bleeding cold. Come on, up. This is the part when you try to stop me, and I beat the hell out of you. No, it's not that part. Wow, I didn't even hear you land. That plane is really a stealthy piece of hardware when you want it to be. You can just be so quiet. So quiet. You see, Onyx, the Batplane can operate on 2 levels. When it goes for stealth, it's beyond silent. It actually absorbs and amplifies the natural sounds in its environment. Amazing, right? But when he wants to be heard, man, he's altered the engines so they run course hard. So if he's barreling down on you in that bucket, it sounds like hell itself is dropping out of the sky. Yes, it sounds just like that. Ha! Fast! Always so fast! It has to be beyond thought, well past instinct. You simply act. A finely tuned instrument, a body trained to perfection, techniques honed and mastered, and expensive toys to wield against malignant scum that ravage this city. But you're not the only one with toys. No. That device was from Cord Industries. I should know. Ordered it special from them. Damn it. How can he have it? No more questions. No more dead ends. No more guessing. Tonight I find what is passing for the truth. I need to know. That's right. On the rooftop, like a proper battle. But I want you to ask yourself, why? What have I done? Tell me. Murder. No, I've killed, not murdered. Fine. No more blood. This is over. No, not nearly. Look at you. I guess we should keep it easy. Oh, God. No. Wanna guess again? You cannot possibly imagine that I believe this ruse. Yes, I think you know it. I think you feel it in your gut. I think you've known it for weeks. Longer, really. You knew it when we fought in the graveyard. Come on, you felt it when I switched with Clayface. That fight began with me and ended with him. But now, you know I'm standing right in front of you. It's not possible. No, it really is. Jason. Yes. How did this happen to you? That doesn't really matter much, does it? Not to me. Here, that's fingerprints. And here's blood, and even tissue. Check it all. You'll find that it is me. It won't make me believe. No, it will. You are a creature of logic and science. You'll have to know what I am, Bruce. But if I'm a ghost, or a zombie, or a clone, that's not really what this is about. Then what is this about? You, Bruce. What you are, and what I'll be. Which is what? You. I'll be you. The you you're supposed to be. If you had killed Joker years ago, beyond what happened to me, you know what hell you would have saved this world. But no, His murder is a long list of sane acts you refuse to commit. You never cross that line. But I will. Death will come to those who deserve death, and death may come to those who stand in my way of doing what's right. All of your adult life you fought to save Gotham, save her from herself, but you never, ever have understood her. She's evil, and you have to fight her where she lives. I live there. I'll be the one who finally brings peace. No, you won't. The saddest part is that you really believe that.
Sir, is it, well, do the tests all...
Everything says it's him.
Sir, you don't actually... It couldn't possibly... Bruce... Sir, would you like me to remove that from the cave?
No, leave it. This doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything at all.
When people use the antiquated notion fighting a war on two fronts, I wonder if they truly understand it. Alfred Pennyworth, butler to the Wayne family. As well as what it's like to fight a war on a dozen fronts. At the moment, that is exactly what my employer is engaged in. I would be lying if I didn't admit that some of these conflicts were of his own making. Others have seemingly come at him from the ether, and it is these ghosts that have me at my business today. You may take a brief leave of your duties, gentlemen, here at the unmarked grave of Jason Todd. Sir, if you'd be so kind as to have your entire unit shut down all systems and take leave of the area. You will not be needed to guard the location for the next 5 to 8 hours. Again? Yes, again. I assume that we are to maintain watch on the other gravesite, the Waynes? I would assume that it goes without saying, sir, and I do mean that literally. Yes, sir, of course. Collins, you heard the man? This is Ground Ball 1. We're moving out. Pack it. I will be in contact when we require you to resume your posts. Absolutely, Mr. Pennyworth. They're gone. I know. He's been here 6 times. He's still not satisfied. In general, Master Bruce's resolve, at times, causes me what could mildly be described as a frustration. But this time I understand. Or rather, I am as obsessed as he is to learn the truth. This life of ours, it has had so few moments of contentment, and those memories are being tainted. Crime Alley. Years ago. I don't believe it. Unreal. Whoops. Well, I see you've come back to finish the job. How could he possibly steal a tire from the car? We put on those new tires, but I hadn't finished redesigning the hubcaps. Leaving the lug nuts exposed. Oh, and the car's sensors were still down from the electrical surge you had last night. No alarms. Thereby creating the perfect opportunity to jack the wheels off the Batmobile. Yes. It seems you two were fated to meet. Yes. His name is Jason. Yee-ha! You fellas having a party? It wasn't long after that Master Bruce bestowed the young man with another name. He liked having him out there. I guess our invite got lost. Damn it all to hell. That's an awful lot of guns. You selling them, or is it just a hobby? Master Bruce was different when he had a partner in the fight. I'll show you my hobby, boy. I would never say he is happier. No, happiness does not play a part in this battle. Wow, you're really good at throwing things. You know who's better? I would say that he bears the weight better. Go on, guess! He never forgets the horrific act that gave birth to his cause, but I'd say that the crippling grief retreats a bit. Woo-hoo-hoo! I'd say you owe the big man a round of applause. And he feels it just a little less. But clapping is a bit out of your range at the moment, huh, Captain? He said he brought Jason into the fold to keep the boy from winding up on the wrong path. Robin, that if he had not interceded, the boy would have become a part of the criminal element.
And this guy,
It's not entirely untrue,
is really not up for a standing ovation, are ya?
but the whole truth was obvious. He liked having him out there. Sir, you're approaching the 80-hour mark. That would be over 3 days without any sleep whatsoever. That's pushing the body's limits, even for you.
I'm fine.
You spent 10 hours at the gravesite, then the last 2 days confronting your troubles with this OMAC, and now you've been here with this examination ever since.
It's the exact same coffin we buried him in. It hasn't been tampered with. I put 3 sensors in here, Alfred. No one on Earth could have removed them. If this lid was opened, I would have known.
Sir, you must...
Do you remember the name of the man who built it?
Of course, Giovanni Lascasso.
The same man who built my parents' coffin.
Yes, precisely. He rejected our original offer. We thought it was over money, but it turned out that he was suffering from crippling arthritis.
He had his son build it under his direction.
Yes, after I explained who it was for, his son, not a coffin maker, but one of the greatest furniture designers in all of Europe, completed the task.
Lascasso said his son did a better job than had he built it himself, that his son was easily a greater artist than he had ever been. That is a father's greatest triumph, he said, to have a son surpass his own excellence.
Sir, that isn't... this business with... if this even is Jason... He isn't. He hasn't. The son has not surpassed the father.
I'm starting over. I must have missed something.
Yes, sir. Very good, sir. Life goes on. Times change.
Don't move, or I'll...
And people change with them.
You'll what? Shoot me?
The world got a bit darker.
This thing fires off 20 rounds a second.
Darker on the outside.
And you were still too slow to pull the trigger. I'm not too slow, punk.
And darker from within.
Me either.
To survive, some must get tougher. And others...
I've got him.
Merely remember what they once were.
Not yet. But I'm on it. Robin! I had to take him down. You shattered his collarbone. There were at least 10 different ways you could have ended that. None of them had to involve that kind of damage. He's a drug-dealing pimp. I didn't think I had to fluff up some pillows before I took him out. We needed him. He would have talked. He couldn't talk because he was going into shock from the injuries you inflicted. You're right. I'm sorry. That was dumb. But that doesn't mean he didn't deserve it.
That was the first time. There would be others, much more severe examples. But that was the first time that Master Bruce knew. He knew that Jason Todd was not Dick Grayson. It wasn't about skill or about endurance, or even their will to succeed. No, it was that Jason had a mean streak. Jason was dangerous. And as a father, he was at a loss for what to do.
I've been stupid.
Sir?
Blind, arrogant, careless, and stupid. I know this is the same coffin. This is the very one we buried him in, but I've gone over every inch of it, trying to find any clue of tampering, any sign that hands had been laid upon it, and in what manner. And while searching for those markers, those mistakes, I overlooked something. I missed something, something I can't explain.
Do you know, then, how or when Jason's body was taken from the coffin?
No, that's my point. There's never been a body in this coffin.
Gotham.
We're moving too much weight.
Black Mask said get ambitious.
So we're getting ambitious. Bull, he just wants us to stick our necks out to pick up the slack. And when I say slack, I mean a whole lot of dead guys who aren't dealing for him no more.
Relax. This might seem like a lot, but we're just a small ripple in a little pool of water.
Pool of water? Dude, please look around you. We're sailing a freaking yacht in a duck pond.
Relax.
Relax? Are you off your nut, man?
You got a problem making bank?
No, I've got a problem with running a meth lab the size of a football field when this Red Hood whack job is offing everybody.
We'll be fine.
We're in his territory.
We're in Black Mask's territory. That's kind of a gray area. He might kill us for kicking our tributes up to the mask. He might want to cut. From what I hear, he'll ask us before it ever gets that far. And so far, our phones ain't ringing. Besides, the bottom line is that we're keeping our noses clean. We ain't selling to kids, and we don't have any runts running trade. He only seems to bring down the hammer if you mess with the shorties. That's kind of gray area, too. Do not tell me we've got kids anywhere in this. Davy D, I hear he's been selling to high school kids. It's mostly those club kids. They eat this junk like it was...
What? We were staying clean. Clean, you idiot. No kids. No freaking kids.
I know, man. That's what I've been trying to tell you. We gotta bail or we're 10 kinds of dead meat.
Okay. We gotta be cool. Find Davy D. Put him in the ground. Make a big show of it. Let everybody know that this kind of garbage doesn't play with us.
Will that work? That'll keep the Red Hood off of us?
Maybe. We've been lucky so far. Davis McCollin and Alfie Frito Tisner. Bottom-feeding street toughs. The Black Mask is either getting sloppy or desperate. We're not scared of you. We're taking you out, man.
Yeah.
Clear the building, or you're all dead.
The only one who's dead is gonna be you.
Yeah, man. You're the dead man.
Is that C4? The whole wall is full of C4?
Run as fast as you can. It's a maze. There's at least 10 trigger wires. I'm assuming half of them are false leads. The question being, which half? Best to shut down as much as I can.
I wouldn't freeze it, Bruce. I made them put in several thermal sensors. If it drops more than 20 degrees, it'll blow. Calm down. I'm just a fly on the wall. I never get tired of watching you work.
Show's over.
Hardly. Get out, Bruce. I'm taking down the building.
No point in it. They're gone. This isn't a crystal meth lab anymore. It's an empty building.
I know that, but you, more than anyone on Earth, understand the importance of putting a good scare into people. You won't defuse it, not even if you had all night. And you don't. 7 seconds, Bruce. You are cutting it extremely close. 3 seconds. I just love to watch you work.
The whole damn building!
Yes, sir, it would seem so. It gets worse, sir. The shipment from Blüdhaven.
Oh, damn it! Which one?
The arms.
Son of a... Did that scum steal my guns?
No, sir, I'm afraid not. That never seems to be his M.O. He's hitting all the drug buys. We expected trouble in the areas that he deems his territory, but now he seems to be expanding. And whereas before he was enlisting anyone under our province to come work for him, now he seems to just be dispatching them.
Oh, so now we've got another Batman, one who doesn't mind the blood.
No, sir. The Red Hood is still taking huge cuts from all avenues of business. Drugs, racketeering, prostitution. Now, it looks like he's eliminating the competition.
You want to tell me why this guy ain't dead?
Truth, he's better than anything we have on the street.
That's not acceptable.
I know that. I was just answering the question.
And why in the blue hell hasn't Batman wiped this little smear off the face of the planet?
Maybe he doesn't want to.
Excuse me.
This Red Hood is actively battling one of Batman's targets, that target being you. Perhaps he's letting us war it out. Maybe he's waiting.
To see who wins, and then he'll take on the victor. What do you think this is? A tennis tournament?
I'm just saying.
You're an idiot, and you don't know Batman. He's not letting this lunatic just run wild. He can't catch him either. Can you feel it? We're stuck in the damned crossfire. Ah, hell!
Is that
Damn it to hell!
Wow, he can move when he really wants to.
Any damn idea how that happened? He put a damned rocket in my office. The entire upper floor is fortified to withstand an airstrike from...
Except the east window. It was being repaired.
Right. How'd he know that? How'd he even know where the building was? Bring me one of those brain-dead, knuckle-dragging security techs who designed this so-called fortress.
Most were killed in the blast.
Right. How'd you get out?
I ran after you.
You're quick.
I take a spinning class 3 times a week.
It works for you.
No kidding.
Sir, thank God you got out.
Look, Mr. Lee, it's Mr. O'Donnell, our chief of security.
Sir, the moment I heard of the attack, I had every man available running full diagnostics. It's impossible for anyone to breach our system.
And yet, the entire top floor of my building is a giant soot-covered stain.
Well, yes, but I assure you...
Do any of you understand what's going on? Bit by bit, the Red Hood has been taking our trade. He's grabbed our territory, destroyed our goods, and killed our people. And now, he's coming after me. Me! Everyone in this town knows that Gotham is under my control, my command, except this guy. This ends now, tonight. He wants to take a shot at the man. Fine, he had his chance. He missed. Fun time's over. He's dead. I want his beaten, mutilated corpse ground up in front of me. I want to eat his heart and break my foot off in his empty rib cage.
Sounds good. Want some help?
Put him down. You'll all be dead before you're out of ammo.
Smart man.
Yeah, it takes a Mensa member to know that Deathstroke, the master assassin, could ice all these idiots. You got something to say?
Yes, there's a collective. It's called the Society.
The Society?
Yes, I was wondering if you'd like to join.
Damn it. Damn it.
It is an unusual sight, but I suppose that it is a rather unusual observation. Like an anthropologist who knows specific animal behavior, I am an expert in this field, and this is curious. He is lost in thought. It is not unlike him to spend vast stretches of time immobile, where his mind is gripped in the solitary process of deduction. This is quite different. He is hesitating, at a loss for what to do. I believe it is about Jason, and whether or not to save him from harm.
I want him dead. I mean the big kind of dead. Serious dead. Head on a pike. Guts on the pavement. Me wearing a sweater vest made of his skin kind of dead.
Deathstroke, master assassin, member of the inner circle of the villain cabal known as the Society. We aim to please.
Is that right, Sunshine? Because I have my doubts.
Why is that, Mask? Black Mask, the very angry leader of Gotham's underworld.
Well, Deathstroke, you made me a very simple offer. Get on board with the Society. Saddle up with the rest of you brightly colored psychopaths. And in return for my newfound allegiance, you'll send a few choice, aptly powered metas to make the Red Hood into a very large, very dead stain on the concrete.
And we haven't delivered you the people to get the job done.
You are fucking kidding me. Captain Nazi and the hyena? Those brain donors are my heavy hitters. I wanted the hand of God. You give me this damned sideshow. A bunch of hunchbacks and midgets.
I think you're underestimating them.
The Nazi is blind. Bad enough that he's 135 years old and ran with Hitler, but he's damn blind. He's damaged goods.
Not entirely. He has cybernetic implants that allow him to see.
In black and white.
The Red Hood steps in front of a Christmas tree and he disappears. And I thought the hyena was dead.
One of them is dead. This is the other one.
I thought the other one was a chick.
For all I know, this one is a chick. I didn't care to check under the hood. How about you?
Pass.
Listen to me, and I say that with not so much as respect, but as a reminder that I'm a breath away from killing everyone here. There's a third member on the way, who makes this all a perfect combo. I promise, if you have positioned all the proper players, the Red Hood will be dead.
Fine. Hyena kind of looks like a girl from the back.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Do you know who you are messing with?
Yeah, Leon Butterman. You're some big damned drug dealer in the East Quarter, right?
I am the East Quarter drug trade, you stupid bullet-headed bags of manners, fatty. I don't care who takes care of you. You watch your mouth. Then you know who's got my back. You know who I pay up to.
Sure, the Red Hood. And we work for the man who's gonna take back what's his. And unfortunately, at the expense of your very wide butt, it starts with us sending him a bit of a message. Okay, what's the message?
A simple message, kleiner Young. You've been lured to your death.
Oh my goodness gracious, I've been bamboozled! You people aren't the most subtle of strategists. But I assume subtlety wasn't part of the plan. Master Jason's had a condescending practice of referring to the costumed criminal elements as dress-ups.
No, Feigerhirn, your death is our only plan.
He also noted that such individuals did not fear the Batman the way the street toughs and mafioso did. No kidding! Here I thought I was being given an audition. The dress-ups did not believe that he was a monster. I explained to Jason that he was correct, but only to a certain degree. These individuals with their special abilities, these men who could do the unimaginable, these madmen, they have their own myths. Some believe he is just a man. Others believe he is an army. Some think he can't be injured. Others believe he can't die. But the boy did say something to me that chilled me to the bone, even then.
Slow, too slow.
They all know he won't kill them.
Weak and slow.
I'm not sure what frightened me more. Yeah, or, stalling. The observation by one as young as Jason that power could be levied with the threat of murder, or the fact that he was most likely correct. What the hell took you so long? Couldn't decide if you wanted to let me live?
Shut up and fight. Captain Nazi was created to go toe-to-toe with Captain Marvel. Neither one of us has the strength to take him out. It will require skill and teamwork. It happens before I have time to question it. A maneuver that comes without thought, executed as practiced. And practiced many times in the cave. To complete it, I'm forced to leave myself unprotected from an attack from the Red Hood. But the attack doesn't come. He just takes cover from the blast. Like practiced. He is getting up, then finish it. Finish it while we can. Wait, what is this? Damn it to hell, there's 3 of them. Count Vertigo.
So good to see you, Batman. Are you having some trouble staying on your feet? Not to worry. We're not here for you.
Vertigo's powers work on a physical level, not mental. It affects the eyes and ears, dropping down the eye shields and earplugs. These are for Scarecrow's nerve toxin, but they should do the job in this situation. Except that I'm now blind and deaf. Flipping on sonar, feel for the vibrations bouncing back at me. Good. Working. Hood, do you have injectable adrenaline? What? Adrenaline or any other hard stimulants? Yeah, why? Crawl towards the hyena. 3 o'clock, 12 feet. Dose him. Unreal. Never down, never out. It's an admirable attempt, Batman, but good. Keep rattling on. Keeping moving. I don't need to hit you hard. I just need a piece of you.
You missed. Hold still, Chewbacca. This'll be quick.
You managed to crawl all the way over to finish the job on him. I was told that my implants made me the only one who would be mobile during this escapade. You want to run off and lodge a complaint? I can wait. No, I think I will just remain here and break your neck. Well, I just will have to rely on someone else's plans. Well done, Jason. Hyena's little more than a rabid dog. And with all that juice running through him, he's out of his mind and running on instinct. Let's see what happens when we give him a few very painful blows. Wrapped in Count Vertigo's scent. The hell? Get off! I'm on your side, you stupid, hairy son of a... Let him go. A gun? You are going to use a gun on me. Well, I bet he's got a needle in that trank that could crack an engine block. Still, a well-placed taser would have a more lasting effect. No! Yes, did you actually think this would go any other way? Just be happy I only killed the Nazi. I'll leave you with this. Ask yourself this question. Who's more predictable, you or me? Jason never fully understood about what even the most powerful of adversaries feared in Batman. It was never his strength, or his stealth, or even his ominous nature. It is always his resolve. Time for this to end. Wayne Manor. When I see the mail carrier, which is not often, he always makes the same joke. It'd be faster if you drove. He is correct, it would be. The mail drop is in a pillar on the main gate, a good quarter-mile from the house, but I am not so decrepit that the walk pains me, and, frankly, I like the walk. I am reminded of, as the saying goes, simpler times. At a time when I still called him Master Bruce, he and I would take this walk. It was after his parents' death, and it was one of the few activities that seemed to lift the spirits of this troubled boy. We, meaning he and I, had stumbled upon the hobby of collecting first-edition books. Admittedly not a common pastime for a young lad, but Bruce was anything but common. He seemed less attracted to the actual acquisition of something original than he was to the act of searching for it. Nonetheless, it seemed to stir up some of the excitement he used to exude before the tragedy. A bookstore in Kensington would authenticate our finds. We waited with great anticipation for the book's arrival in the store's small blue shipping boxes. Even today, despite the vast change in direction our lives have taken, we still collect first editions. He and I. Only two other persons knew of the tradition. One wears a mask, lives a double life, and fights like the man who raised him. The other is dead. At least I believed that. Believed that until today. My word. Sir, busy. I realize that, but it's urgent. I can't now. Sir, Jason has sent us a package. Are you sure? Nearly. He sent it wrapped as a delivery from Wilds, sir. I'm on the way. I'm not happy. You all know I'm not happy. And despite appearances, this ain't a damned smile on my face. All of my operations are a mess. I've had my offices blown up by a rocket. 3 mental pygmy metahumans wasted my time because, well, look, you folks are my right arm, my second-in-commands, the go-to guys, and you are all great earners. But you've been underperforming of late. I am, to say the least, disappointed. It ain't for lack of trying. Hey, yeah, I could not agree more. You kids have been nailing all the cliches. Nose to the grindstone, hitting on all cylinders, working your fingers to the bone. It's this damned Red Hood. He hits us hard. He hits us dirty. How are we supposed to deal with a guy who won't deal? He's gotta die. Yeah, but that's the thing. He's a damn cockroach, man. He just won't die. Right. I think we gotta find a way to
to reach some kind of middle ground, some way that he will take a deal with us.
I have.
Yeah? What is it?
Money or territory? It better be money, because it ain't gonna be territory. Not really your problem anymore. Happy?
Getting there.
Alfred, we shouldn't waste time. I'm going to need you to...
Yes, sir. Open the remaining box.
Be sure to...
I've done at least 6 scans since it arrived, sir. It appears to be completely free of explosives or chemical agents of any kind. And as you know, sir, I am quite adept with incendiaries.
I know.
I'm opening the box, sir. Oh my. Sir, can you make this... Oh my. Sir, can you make this out on the video?
What color is...
Green, sir. It's a lock of green hair. It's been pulled out by the follicle. That's enough tissue that I can have a DNA scan done by...
He's not bluffing. He has him. What does the card say?
An address.
Give it to me now. What the hell do you mean, getting there? I just signed a contract by wasting all my second-in-commands.
And I appreciate that.
I don't want your damned appreciation. I expect your obedience. This is called detente, you sick, demented moron.
I think you may have misunderstood the terms of our...
Are you completely off your bullet-headed nut? You came to me, wanting to put an end to this. Really, Mask, you said. I'm all done with the whacked-out mad bomber routine. I want a seat at the table. Go to hell, I say, despite the fact that I'd rather take all my capos, set them on fire, and pitch them out of an airplane. I need them. And if I brought you in, I'd lose trust, and I'd never get another honest day out them again, such as it is.
But you had a way around it.
Yeah, gutting every one of them and promoting new ones. Ones who are still green enough to be loyal despite me getting in bed with your twisted grenade-throwing butt. Now, my gut is telling me that you have had a change in attitude. Am I wrong?
Probably not.
Son of a... You should have done this myself a long damned time ago.
Why didn't you?
I made a mistake. Ugh. I thought you were just a bloodstain that didn't need my attention.
Ha! You were afraid to get your hands dirty. You wanted to sit on your can and let your worker bees do the real labor. You tried to run Gotham through fear. Take a look around. That plan's been failing for a long time. And believe me, I'm not scared. You can call yourself whatever you like. You can play dress up. You can surround yourself with any myth you like. But at the very end of the day, you're just another gangster.
Look who's talking about hiding, about making myths, about dress up. Look at you! Tarted up like some gladiator biker, covered in body armor. You see what I'm wearing, boy? Do you feel what you're hitting when you nail me? Skin! And Daddy's not afraid of losing some.
Good to know.
You damn little girl. Toys! Oh, you costumed rent-a-cops and your toys. You can't fight like men. You never ever put your hide on the line. Ugh.
No, that's all I do. Because I guess that's what it comes down to. Sacrifice. You just want to run Gotham. Just keep Gotham. But you never will. You don't understand her. You've got to be willing to destroy this place to make her yours.
Ah! Brother, I am ready to torch this hellhole into ash, to kill every sad-mouthed breather who was dumb enough to live here. And I'm ready to go down with the ship. And between the two of us, little man, we both know I'm the one who's not afraid to die.
I wouldn't bet on that.
I'm here to continue to run the scans for DNA match. I won't trust my eyes on this.
Yes, sir. I miss the days when something as simple as a book could bring Sir some pleasure. Those days are very much in the past. When Mr. Wayne lost Jason, a dark pall fell over our house unlike any since he was a boy.
The parallels were too apparent. Again he was gripped with the same guilt, the same shame, but for Bruce it was the differences between these two tragedies that cut him. In the case of his mother and father, he was but a boy, helpless and forced to watch his life ripped from him. With Jason, he was a champion, a skilled warrior with more abilities than maybe any normal living man. He had every means at his disposal to rescue Jason from death, but he failed to arrive in time.
You're right. It was all about sacrifice. At first, he doesn't even notice Black Mask. He is struck dumb by what he sees. One thought keeps running through his head. Not again. Most people don't know this because most people haven't been around it enough. But blood has an odor. Not a strong one, but it's there. Batman knows the smell, and it is now so strong that it can only mean that a large amount of blood has been spilled. Too much for anyone to survive. Man, what a waste. Right through the heart. You were dead before you even hit the ground. I swear to God, I spent serious quality time thinking about ways to torture your irritating bomb-throwing butt to death. I got creative, real whacked-out 12th century German needlework stuff. Now, I'll just have to settle for trophies. Brother, I understand why you wear the helmet. You were one ugly son of a... not him. Damn it! When did you get...
Oh, I invited him. I figured you two needed some catching up. The night's just filled with reunions.
Didn't I kill you?
We've been over this.
I know, but I like talking about it. What do you mean it's not him? You know who the Red Hood is.
How did the Red Hood contact you?
I asked you a question, Flyboy. You actually know who this brain donor is? If you've known all this time... Whoa, this thing just got a lot hotter. Drop it! What? What the hell are you talking? You costumed drag queens and your toys really crack me up. How did he contact you? His usual M.O. He killed my personal assistant, found out where I was holed up, threw him through my window, with a cell phone stuffed in his mouth. Then he called me.
He offered you a deal.
Yeah, that worked out real well. He played me. He's been playing me. And my gut tells me, you know exactly what that feels like.
Dead man walking. Yeah, that wasn't funny the first 5 times. 2 times, boy chick. That makes 3. Comedy is best in 3s. Like Batman, Robin, and me. Yes, we're one big happy family. I like to think so. And speaking of relations, it leads us to the $24,000 question. Which, believe it or not, Lazarus, is not why you're not still warm food, but why am I still among the sweaty masses? I should be having pillow fights with St. Peter by now. The real joke is that you think you'd go to heaven. Stay on point, short pants. You used your little detective mojo, found me, and then I do declare, whooped me, sir, within an inch of my life. Then you had those sawbones that patch up leg breakers, put me on the mend, and cut me loose. Those guys were veterinarians. I couldn't pay the mafia medics enough to touch you. On point, zombie! You nearly punched old Jokey's time card and sent me to the big funhouse in the sky! Oh, again with heaven. You let me live after everything I did. You couldn't pop my balloon. You just couldn't. The apple doesn't tumble too far from the paterfamilias. You're just like Daddykins.
You know what I love about shoulder wounds? 1, they really hurt. 2, they can bleed you out and you'll be dead in minutes. 3, they really hurt. And 4, they're easy to patch. You couldn't be more wrong about me. If right were a country on Earth, you'd be circling on the edge of the Milky Way. Yeah, I let you live. But like always, like every damned minute of your addled posturing, psychopathic life, you think this is about you. You're a worm. I've pitched you on a hook and dropped you into the brine. And I beat the hell out of you, Pagliacci, because it was too much fun not to. Oh, somebody has slipped into a new coat. Not just wearing my old hoodie pajamas. No, you saw that it's more fun on my side of the street. It'd be sad if you deserved sympathy. Listen to me, Joker. I'm not you. I'm nothing like you. I know what I do, and I know why I do it. You are, clinically speaking, a whack job. But I know a secret, a good one. Who loves me a secret? Do tell. You're not nearly as crazy as you'd like us all to believe, or even as crazy as you'd like to believe. It just makes it easier to justify every sick, monstrous thing you've ever done when you play the part of the mad clown. You're crazy, Bubba, but you ain't that crazy. Look at that. I wiped a smile off the Joker's face. I have been waiting a long time for that. Oh. You have a line on this sideshow and you just let him ride Gotham like a pony. Stay where you are. Or what? What the hell are these? It's so you stay where you are. Miniature explosives, responsive to the slightest pressure. Answer the question! You know the Hood. You know who he is and you let him play hell with me. With my operations. Spare the indignation. You're not some citizen who was targeted unfairly. You crossed the line, and someone besides just me came down on you. But at the very end of the day, Mask, you're not special. You're just another gangster. That's exactly what he said. It was by some damned radio address stuck inside that Mook's helmet, but it was him talking. The Red Hood said the same thing. Oh ho, you don't just know him. You know him. This is one of your people who stepped off the reservation and traded in handcuffs for flatlines. And I thought I had problems. You won't ever beat him, you know. It's not about beating him. And I'll just wait here, because I'm known for my patience.
The East End. Crime Alley. It seemed only fitting, huh? The place of your birth. The place of our first meeting, and now, where it ends.
Where is he?
Inside this building. Don't bother trying to ditch me to go and find him. I've wired the whole building. I can blow it up at any time. That would seem fitting, payback-wise.
I'm not going to let you kill him.
You can try to stop me. 23 miles away. A delivery is being made by the villain's cabal called the Society. It's called Chemo, an animate vessel of chemical compounds. It is a living bomb. As it plummets towards Blüdhaven, Gotham's sister city, the second part of that two-word definition is all that matters. That's Blüdhaven.
Dick!
My God, is Nightwing there? Imagine that. One son returns from the grave as another enters it. What a fitting ending this has become. Crime Alley. Marred by wrongdoing and by death, it has become a birthplace of sorts. It is where these two former partners, student and teacher, ally and foe, father and son, have come to settle their differences once and for all. Then the entire city of Blüdhaven is vaporized before their eyes in a nuclear explosion. Blüdhaven, protected by the costumed vigilante Nightwing. Good God, the irony's around.
Here we are, and you have to run to the site of an explosion to dig through the wreckage and find the body of your boy's sidekick. If he's there, Bruce, you're too late. Again. No! You're not leaving. Not now. Not this time. Jason, please. What? You have to be sure? Getting out of that alive would be one neat trick. It'd take a hell of a lot more than batarangs and a few Eskrima sticks to survive. If old Dickie is there, he's dead. And if you leave, someone else is gonna die tonight. Ooh. Boy, sounds like they're having some fun up there. Oh, look at that. He's assessing the situation and trying to throw off that terrifying vibe. Do I look scared, Bruce? He wants me to fight my way out. I won't disappoint him. Almost had me. You went for my shoulder and head. Made me choose my wound. Knowing all the tricks only helps a bit, right? But I've got tricks too. New ones. Damn it. Stupid, careless, and slow. He's playing it rough. Can't hold back. Uh-oh. This is getting so good. I went for the cape. Surprised? You shouldn't be. You wear all your weaknesses out in the open. Capes, body armor, weapons. Ha! You reinforced the belt so my blade couldn't cut it. Not going to make the same mistake twice and be left without your toys. No, never twice. And let's see how you do without your toys. Enough! All of it ends tonight! You say you want to save Gotham, to kill a part of it so it can survive. You say you want to be better than me, but it won't happen. I know I failed you, but I tried to save you, Jason. I'm trying to save you now. Is that what you think this is about? You're letting me die? I don't know what clouds your judgment worse. Your guilt or your antiquated sense of morality. Bruce, I forgive you for not saving me. But why? Why on God's earth is he still alive? Oh, now we've got ourselves a party. One big happy all together again. Who's got a camera? Dracula, you must have a digital picky poo on that hardware store you wear around your waist. I'll get one of me and the kid first, then you and me, then the three of us, then one with a crowbar. You'll be quiet as possible, or I'll put one in your lap first. Party pooper. No cake for you. Ignoring what he's done in the past, blindly, stupidly, disregarding the entire graveyards he's filled, the thousands who have suffered, the friends he's crippled. I thought killing me, that I'd be the last person you'd ever let him hurt. If it had been you that he beat to a bloody mass, if it had been you that he left in agony, if he had taken you from this world, I would have done nothing but search the planet for this pathetic pile of evil, death-worshipping garbage and sent him off to hell. You don't understand. I don't think you've ever understood. What, your moral code just won't allow for that? It's too hard to cross that line? No. God almighty, no. It'd be too damned easy. All I have ever wanted to do is kill him. For years, a day hasn't gone by where I haven't envisioned taking him and spending an entire month putting him through the most horrendous, mind-boggling forms of torture. All of it building to an end with him broken, butchered, and maimed. Pleading, screaming, in the worst kind of agony as he careens into a monstrous death. Oh, you see, I've thought about that too.
I want him dead. Maybe more than I've ever wanted anything. But if I do that, if I allow myself to go down into that place, I'll never come back. Why? What? Why do all the Cub Scouts in spandex always say that? If I cross that line, there's no coming back. I'm not talking about killing Cobblepot and Scarecrow or Clayface, not Riddler or Dent. I'm talking about him. Just him. And doing it because he took me away from you. I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't. That is so sweet. Well, you won't have a choice. I won't. This is it. This is the time you decide. If you won't kill this psychotic piece of filth, I will. You want to stop me? You're going to have to kill me. Stop this. Enough. You know I won't. All you've got is a headshot. I'm going to blow his addled, deranged brains out. And if you want to stop it, you're going to have to shoot me right in my face. This is turning out so much better than I thought. Stop this. It's him or me. You have to decide. Please, don't. I'll count to 3. Put the gun down. 1. Don't. 2. No! 3. You got him! You expert, rootin', tootin', eagle-eyed Gotham marksman son of a bitch! You banked that batter thingy off the pipe! Oh, God, I love it! You managed to find a way to win, and everybody still loses. Except me, my dark little pumpkin pies. I'm the one who's gonna get what he wants tonight. Bada bing, bada boom. No! Yes, don't you just love how it's all ending? Toodles. Fate is a funny thing. It swells up like raging waters that we are forced to travel. It provides no exit, no deviation. It drops us in a bottomless ocean and compels us. We either swim or drown. And sometimes as we struggle against the tide, a great truth arises.